We have no hip hop artists, but we got some hip hop news. This is BHL's Next.
You're tuned into Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Tune in right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Rhelin T. Happy Sunday. This is BHL's Next. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that my story was promoting this artist that we're going to have on today, Steven G, but unfortunately, he and his team had to reschedule, so he won't be here today, but hopefully we can make something work in the near future. However, for all my hip-hop lovers and fans, I have a special treat. Next Sunday, we'll have the Prince of LA here in studio so he can talk about his music. So be on the lookout for my Instagram story so I could show you who he's all about, and you guys will be up to date for when we have him in studio next Sunday. So how's everybody's Sunday doing? How was everybody's weekend? Mine was good. Like I said, everybody knows when you watch this show that I have great friends and their birthdays last forever. Like, I cannot just do one outing. I have to do like every single event. And I just want to ask my friends, like, at what age are we going to stop having a whole spectacle? Like, are we forever going to have, like, okay, Thursday I'm doing this, Friday I'm doing a club, then dinner, then like, you know, when are we going to stop making this a 4-day event? And I'm kind of being a hypocrite only because I know for sure I'm probably going to be doing that for mine. But I mean, hey, my birthday's kind of the last out of my group of friends. So, hello. I have to end it with a bang, especially if you guys are having these like long 4-day weekend. I got to call off of work. I got to make, you know, got to transfer the check-in to the savings from the savings to the check-in type of events. Like, what is going on? I don't know, but we need to come together and figure it out. I know I'm not the only one. If you are, let me know. Let your girl know in the comments section. And before I get into our hot topics, I just also want to, you know, bring in some church, some good sermon on this fine Sunday. I did go to church today, and I've been going through a lot lately trying to figure out where I want to go, where I'm going. And it's so crazy to say. I always feel like I'm going through like a midlife crisis. I know you're probably rolling your eyes and maybe wanting to exit the screen because I'm 23. What do I know? But I do feel like I'm in this state of what am I doing? Sometimes it's uncertainty. It's so much doubt. But I'm so glad that I do have God with me, always by my side, so I can check in with myself. And I do always need to check in with him and check in with myself, so that way I'm on a clear and easy path. So I just want to let everybody know, I want to share some love on this idea of perspective and having this perspective with you when you're going through these troubling situations, to not always look at it from the same distance as you were facing that issue. So what I'm saying is, when you're going through something, you can't look at it from the same perspective when you're going through it. Sometimes you need to take yourself out of that situation, look up from a bird's eye view so that you can really get a full grasp, and even talk to yourself, talk to God to figure out, okay, let's look back and take a step on what I need to do so you're not overwhelmed. Not saying that the journey is going to get easier, it's not going to have any bumps or hurdles getting there, but in order for you to thrive and persevere, you have to sometimes take a step back and get some better perspective, so that way you can take on the issue from a different way and it'll be a different result. Amen. Amen. Okay, so enough of the preaching. I know you're like, dang, girl, you getting hella deep on me. I was just here for the hip hop tea. Don't worry, I'm about to give it to you guys. Let's talk about perspective, right? Let's talk about changing Jermaine Dupree's perspective, because he was all in the media these past few weeks for going on this show where he did an interview, and they asked him his thoughts on the female rap industry, where it's going, and what's his take on it. So this is what he had to say. He said, in quote, "I feel like they're all rapping about the same thing." Female rappers. I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. For me, it's like strippers rapping, end quote. I don't agree with this at all. And I know I feel like it's a redundant record. Everybody said, no, Jermaine Dupree, what are you thinking? But at the same time, I also feel like people aren't respecting Jermaine Dupree. Like, this is a legend, yes. So, I mean, I do care to hear his opinion, but I also think that who is he talking about? Because the only stripper turned rappers that I know are Jocelyn Hernandez, Cardi B, Dream Doll, Apple, a lot of people who were on Love and Hip Hop. So I'm not really sure who else, because there are many other female rappers that are killing the game. Of course, we got Meg Thee Stallion. We have Cash Doll. We have Young and May, who's so underrated. And what I think, it's not that it's a whole bunch of strippers rapping. It's that this is what's selling. And you know what? And if it's me talking about my body and me talking about sex, then so be it. If these women want to talk about that and their experience with stripping or their experiences with being sexy, then why not? You know, I feel like for women, we're always told that we can't do the same things that men do. You know, it's crazy that a man or your favorite rapper who's married can go and talk about having sex with all these women, but then as soon as a female gets on a track, and that could either be singing, that could be rapping, we have to take it so literal with every verse and every lyric. I feel it's so unfair. But we need to shine light more on these artists that are not as marketable. And I feel that rap has done that with having all these independent artists. We don't always have to listen to the same thing. We don't always have to listen to whatever the label wants us to listen to. We can do do our own thing and find our own lane. But it takes us to want to listen to these rappers that are so underrated, putting more light on them, letting your local DJs know this is who's hot right now, for us to change that and to really, as women, come together and promote these women even harder. You know, you have all these men who promote these rappers that they love, who sometimes, you know, I'll be telling my boyfriend, like, you like him? I'm not gonna name names, so I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm like, you like him? He sounds the same as, you know, somebody else. So, but he'll be like, no, babe, they're not the same. This is different. So it takes us to be like that with these rappers that we have. As women, the rap game is so small. The light that's shined on them is not big enough. So we have to take that step in order for us to get what we deserve and to get the music that we hear and to make these fellas know that women be killing it. And it wasn't just one era of the Little Kims and the Missy Elliott's. It's a new generation. It's a new time, and we need to shine this light on these female rappers. Now, speaking of rap, I know you guys know #FreeASAP. Rapper A$AP Rocky was arrested July 2nd in Stockholm, Sweden for a street fight where apparently his entourage told a pair of men to stop following them, and that escalated, and now he's in prison. So the Swedish government isn't letting up on this issue at all. And, you know, there have been reports coming out that, in fact, the U.S. intervening could actually harm his case because they don't want this case to be looked at as they're easing up on the United States because A$AP Rocky is a celebrity. However, it's so funny that this is happening because, you know, everybody loves to dig. And with all of the news surrounding A$AP Rocky, people dug up the old interview on A$AP Rocky's stance on Black Lives Matter. So for those of you guys don't remember, when all the commotion was going on surrounding Ferguson, A$AP Rocky did an interview in which he said, quote, why he should care is, quote, why? Because I'm Black. So every time something happens because I'm Black, I gotta stand up. What the am I? Al Sharpton now? I'm A$AP Rocky. I did not sign up to be no political activist. And as much as this country, I guess, is allergic to talk about race, we shouldn't be. We need to have more conversations where we talk about race because that is an issue in this country. This country was founded on slavery. So when we do go through things in our country and we treat them or put them on the back burner and say that because you live in Rodeo and you don't live in Ferguson, that the issue doesn't concern you. Every issue surrounding Black people should concern you, especially when you're Black. And it's ironic that he's in this situation because we bring up, the case wherein G-Eazy was in Sweden and he was arrested on charges of drugs, and he was able to get a deal and be out, I think, within the next day. So when you come to me and you tell me that these issues do not come to me, but come to, say it as your platform, especially being this big celebrity, and you say these issues don't concern you, and then you see that just because you're a celebrity, just because you have high status, you're still being treated, I feel, based on the color of your skin. And G-Eazy feels the same way. If we look at people bringing this case to light, G-Eazy said, facts, this is the sad truth. The difference between me and Rocky's treatment, process in Sweden brings to mind two concepts that are that disgustingly go hand in hand: white privilege and systematic racism. Excuse me. Let's call it what it is. He should not be behind bars right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm super blind. 1 second. Let me pull it up on my phone. Let me do it from the top. Facts, this is the sad truth. The difference between me and Rocky's treatment and process in Sweden brings to mind two concepts that disgustingly go hand in hand: white privilege and systemic racism. Let's call it what it is. He should not be behind bars right now. My heart goes out to my brother A$AP Rocky and his team. We're riding for y'all. So, like I said, race is such an issue, no matter your status, no matter who you are. We need to have these conversations. These conversations need to be had. Because when you have a problem and you're just, putting things under the rug, there's no good can come out of it. We need to have a change of perspective, And as much as, I'm always... So, how could you say that? How could you not be Black Lives Matter? I do feel that, he is getting injustice by being detained there, and we need to free him. However, it's really ironic, and we need to watch what we say. And karma is something else, ain't it? Well, guys, like I said, such a short show because we don't have a guest, unfortunately. But I will be back next week, next Sunday, with the Prince of LA. And I'm going to promo this all throughout the week so you guys can stay tuned. And be sure to follow all things Black Hollywood Live at BHL Online. Follow me, Rhelin Taryn, at Rhelin Taryn, Taryn. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you, guys. Bye.
On behalf of our BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Check out our Black Hollywood Live YouTube page for even more great programming and amazing content, and be sure to subscribe and like our channel when you do. I'm your BHL host, Nakia Monet, and you can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom or at Black Hollywood Live. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.